Hello everybody. Welcome to Rising Hawk Tarot. This video is for the Sun Bear Zodiac sign of the Sturgeon, and it is for the month of December. So I'll be doing a medicine wheel spread, and I am using the Tarot of the Light and Shadow. So I'll be doing the initial spread with the Tarot of the Light, and then I will be clarifying with the Tarot of the Shadow. At the very end of the reading, I will pull three main themes from the Sacred Forest Oracle. All right, so let's see what's going on for the Sturgeons this month. So we always start in the center of the wheel, and for the Sturgeons, we start with the High Priestess. So the High Priestess is all about trusting your intuition and trusting your inner knowing. So I would say that that's going to be a major thing for the Sturgeons this month, is trusting your intuition and trusting your inner knowing. But let's clarify this High Priestess energy. So with the High Priestess, we have the Sun. Now the Sun is coming up in the shadow, but it's kind of saying, the message I'm getting with the Sun in the shadow is just because the Sun might be behind a cloud, it doesn't mean that it's not there. Okay, so it's almost like and the Sun is love, joy, happiness. The Sun is actually the best card in the tarot. But again, it's coming up in the shadow, so it's almost like you're not seeing it, and because you're not seeing it physically, it's not there for you spiritually, if that makes sense. So Spirit is telling you to tap into your intuition with this, and your inner knowing with the High Priestess, and know that there is love and joy that is surrounding you right now, even if you can't see it. All right, next we go to the east of the wheel, and here we have the Ten of Serpents. So this would be the same as the Ten of Pentacles. And the Ten of Pentacles is a card of building and leaving a legacy. And it kind of feels like this is weighing on some of you right now. The question of, what am I leaving behind? What am I going to leave behind for the next generation and the generations that follow? So let's clarify that Ten of Serpents energy. So with the Ten of Serpents, we have the Magician. And the Magician is a card of manifestation. It's also a card of focused energy. So as far as building and leaving this legacy, it's all going to depend on the quality of your thoughts. Your thoughts are magic. And if your thoughts are positive, you're going to bring a lot of positive, wonderful things into this legacy. However, the Magician in the shadow kind of warns that if your thoughts are negative, or what if you're predicting a not a great outcome, that's exactly what you're going to get. Okay. And again, so even if you're thinking to yourself all the time, I don't want this, I don't want this, I don't want this, Spirit doesn't differentiate from the don't part. Okay, it's just, if that's in your thoughts, and it's in your thoughts consistently and constantly, that is what Spirit is going to give you. So I hope that is helpful. Next, we go over to the west of the wheel, and here we have the Three of Wands. So the Three of Wands is a card that says that life is wide open and waiting for you. You just have to go for it. But let's clarify that Three of Wands. With the Three of Wands, we have the Hierophant. So again, that Three of Wands said that life is wide open and waiting for you. But with the the Hierophant in the shadow. So the Hierophant can be a card of tradition, and a card of, oh, sorry, I'm trying to find the word. A card of tradition, a card of convention, of doing the same things the same way. Being that this is coming up in the shadow, it's actually kind of telling you to step away from tradition, to step away from the conventional, and allow yourself. It kind of almost feels like possibly like beliefs that you have grown up with are actually kind of holding you back from this wide open world that is before you. So it's kind of saying to break tradition, go against the conventional, and step out into the world as your authentic self. Whew, that was a good one. All right, next we go down to the south of the wheel. And here we have the Ten of Swords. And the Ten of Swords is a card of something being dead, done, and over with. Um, it's like an ultimate ending to something, but it's also a blessing. Okay, and this is coming up in the South, which is the area of our emotions. So it does feel like this ending. It could be a little sad, or it could feel sad in the moment, but Spirit just wants to remind you that this ending is actually for your higher good. But let's clarify that Ten of Swords. So with the Ten of Swords, we have the Four of Cups. So what this is kind of saying is that this ending needs to happen in order for you to see a new opportunity. So Spirit is going to be handing you an opportunity. But in order for you to be able to accept it, first of all, you have to be open to it. And if this ending doesn't happen, you won't be open to this new opportunity that Spirit is presenting to you. Also, if you spend too much time, like it's okay to mourn the ending. It's okay to experience the sadness of an ending, but it's kind of saying, don't sit in it too long and don't look at it as a loss. Okay, it was just part of the process, and now Spirit is going to, like I said, be handing you a new opportunity. Whew, all right, next we go up to the north of the wheel. And here we have the Six of Swords. And the North is the area of our minds. So I do find this interesting because the Six of Swords is a card of moving on to calmer shores. So for some of you sturgeons, it kind of says like, in the area of your mind, it could have been a little bit some rough waters recently for some of you where, like I said, your mind may have been a little bit chaotic. And this is just kind of saying that in the near this month, with the Six of Swords, you're going to be able to calm that mind, and it's going to feel a lot calmer, and you'll have a lot less going on in there. Is kind of what's coming through. But let's clarify that Six of Swords. So with the Six of Swords, we have the Five of Cups. And again, the Five of Cups is mourning the loss of something that you've already lost the taste for. So, and again, I believe that this is speaking to that Ten of Swords energy there down in our emotions. It's like this ending. Um, it's almost like you wanted it to end, but you are still feeling sad that it has ended. I don't know if that makes sense to you or not, but that's kind of the feeling that's coming through there. Uh, so, in order to move on to calmer shores, Spirit is saying like don't focus on the things that you no longer have. Turn around and see all the beauty and wonder of everything that you have ahead of you. So I hope that makes sense. Next, we go down to the southeast of the wheel. And here we have the sun. And again, you had the sun in the shadow, but you also have the sun in the light here down in the southeast of the wheel. Um, So the sun again is a card of love and joy and happiness and really having everything in your life that you want. It's kind of have a card of having everything that you want and just feeling the love and joy that surrounds you. Let's clarify that before I say any more. All right. So with the sun, we have the Page of Cups. Um, and so the Page of Cups in the shadow, it says, kind of says like the Page of Cups is the dreamer. So it's almost like um, it almost feels like at some point you may have pushed some of your dreams aside. But I feel like this month, something is kind of going to be rekindled in you, where you're going to have the desire to want to pursue those dreams again. So I think that's absolutely beautiful. And I think pursuing those dreams is what is going to help lead to this feeling, this sun energy of just love and joy and happiness and family and again, just having everything around you that makes you happy. Awesome, I love that. So next we go over to the southwest of the wheel, and here we have the King of Serpents. So the King of Serpents would represent the King of Pentacles, and this just kind of says that you are on the right path, even if it doesn't feel like it. You are on the right path. But let's clarify that King of Serpents. Mhm. Okay. So with the King of Serpents, we have the Queen of Serpents. So these are divine counterparts. Okay. Hmm, so the Queen of Pentacles is very resourceful. Okay. And again, I think that that resourcefulness is what leads to this King of Serpents energy, the golden path of worldly success. So your success is going to come from your ability to manage your resources in a proper and healthy way. Not proper is the wrong word, but in a healthy way. All right, now we move up to the northwest of the wheel. And here we have the lovers. So the lovers can represent love. So some of you sturgeons may be feeling the love this month, depending on what your relationship status is. If you are single, you could be meeting somebody who eventually or even right away that you feel a loving connection towards. If you are in a relationship, this could be just a strengthening of that relationship. And if you're not in a relationship and not looking for one, this can just represent you connecting with your higher self and showering love on yourself. Now, for some of you, though, this could also be a choice. The lovers can represent being at a crossroad where you have to make a decision. So some of you this month could be faced with making a decision. But let's clarify the lovers. So with the lovers, we have the Five of Swords. Um, so the Five of Swords is about knowing your limits and not taking on more than you can handle. So for those of you who have that choice to make with that lovers card, this can say, um, you know, mm, give me a second. Yeah. Uh, so for those who are at the crossroads, it can kind of, the Five of Swords um, can kind of say that whatever decision it is that you have to make, um, it's kind of saying like go with the path of least resistance. If that makes sense to you, that's the message that's coming through here. So you're at a crossroads and it's saying go with the path of least resistance. Okay, so if one path looks like it's going to cause you a lot of struggles and hardships along the way, and the other one again, neither path is going to be completely bump free. Okay. But again, it's just the path of least resistance, is the message that's coming through for you. And now, as far as those that I spoke about with the lovers there, where it is related to love, the one thing I would caution against is taking on um, other people's problems. Quite often, when we love somebody, we want to be the fixer, so we take on their problems. The problem is with doing that is A, we're not giving them the opportunity to solve their own problems. We're actually robbing them of that. But also, when we're not meant to take on an energy, it will drain us. So just keep that in mind this month, Sturgeons. Next, we go over to the last card in the spread. This is in the northeast of the wheel. And this is the Ace of Wands. So the Ace of Wands represents a passionate new beginning. So again, some of you could be having a passionate new romantic beginning, but this could also be, again, that breaking free of the norm with that Hierophant, or perhaps you're starting a new spiritual search, and you're very passionate about it. So this is a very passionate new beginning. But let's clarify the Ace of Wands. Okay, so with the Ace of Wands, we have the Two of Cups. So the Two of Cups is a card of communication. It is also a card of love. So you Sturgeons definitely could be feeling the love this month. Um, but again, it's communication, and this is also in the shadow side. So I would be cautious, especially with this passionate new beginning. If you're going to share this passionate new beginning with somebody else or other people, I would just caution about miscommunication. So really make sure you articulate exactly what you are trying to get across. And I'm also getting the message of, say what you mean and mean what you say when communicating this month. Yeah, don't try to like tippy toe around things or whatever. Just say what you mean and mean what you say. All right, now we will pull the three main themes for the Sturgeons for the month of December. Okay, so we've got Moonlight Enchantment Magic. I was wondering when so I was actually feeling the moon, and I was surprised it didn't come up there in the northeast of the wheel. But I definitely feel a strong pull from the moon for you Sturgeons. I will speak more of that in a minute. Next, we have Stag Spirit Leadership and Dragonfly Spirit Change. Okay, so yes, Moonlight Enchantment Magic. Again, I do feel that, so for you Sturgeons, uh, and again, I'm not sure if you will see this before, if you happen to catch this video before November the 30th, the new moon is actually on November the 30th. So if you do catch this video and you see this by then, I would highly recommend that you do a new moon ceremony. If you check out the Facebook group, Rising Hawk Tarot and Spiritual Group, that is my group there, and I will be doing a new moon ceremony on the evening of the 30th. Even if you don't do it with me, though, I would still recommend a new moon ceremony for yourself. The new moon is all about setting intentions and manifestation. Okay, and again, you did have the magician here, so you do have the powers of manifestation are very strong for you right now. So I would definitely connect with the moon on the 30th. And then you had Stag Spirit leadership. So I do feel like you could be stepping into a bit of a leadership role, but I feel like this leadership role is actually with yourself, if that makes any sense to you. It's not like you are taking leadership from other, like towards other people. This is almost more like taking your power back and and leading yourself instead of allowing other people to lead you. And then you have the dragon fly spirit change. And again, you did have that Ten of Swords, and so that's an ending, which is always a change. So uh, you know, but change is good. At least I feel like change is good. Change is how we grow. Okay, if we're staying still, if we're standing in the same spot, then we're not growing. So I do feel a lot of change coming in for the sturgeons, but and again, all of this change is for the greater good. So again, magic, leadership, and change. All right. Thank you, Sturgeons, for being here with me. Please be sure to like, share, and subscribe. It does help a great deal with my channel, and I really do appreciate it. Also, I just want to mention that I do personal readings, and as we are coming up to the end of the year, if anybody is interested in a year ahead spread, please feel free to comment or reach out to me in some way. And like I said, check out the Facebook group as well and just see any of the new things that are out there as well. All right. Again, I love and appreciate each and every one of you. I hope you have a great month, and I will see you next time. Bye for now.